up, gigglers?
Gary, fix the Wi-Fi.
Manifest that shit.
We can't be managed. I mean, the day just got away from me.
What is up, my galactic gigglers?
Yeah, we're in the future.
Intergalactic you and me.
You know how memes used to be like, oh, my FBI agent? I like him so much more now that it's like, oh, my alien. Like when I meet my alien, what's the first thing I'm going to show them? And I know that it's a chamoy pickle on TikTok. Have you seen chamoy pickles?
What's a chamoy pickle?
Okay, this might be niche. But because I'm on like ASMR TikTok and I keep getting all these people eating, they're called chamoy pickles. And they're like these weird pickles that people are putting like Takis in.
What's a talk? Oh, like a chip.
Yep. And then like putting this sauce on it. And then like there's like some type of like sour candy too in it. And they just look so fucking good.
Grill dinner.
Yeah, and I want to order one so badly.
That's what I would do at a fancy restaurant if I was the chef.
Just give chamoy pickles.
Take a Sour Patch Kid. A Sour Patch would be like, the fusion of the mixes of these two flavors have never been done before.
This is
And
Michelin.
you will have diarrhea.
Michelin star.
Des was telling me on our new episode of Burner Phone.
Yes.
We did like pet peeves, and he's obsessed with like, he hates the sound of typing. He hates the sound of chewing. He hates the sound of swallowing. He like can't deal with these sounds.
The sound of typing on a computer.
Yeah, which I said, that's like ASMR. Like people pay money on YouTube to hear teenagers just like chew ice and like and he's like,
we could do it right now.
He's like, that's my literal nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
But eating pickles, I think, is good for
ASMR.
your soul.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, but it's funny how it's either people's like thing that relaxes them or like it feels like sounds like nails on a chalkboard to some people.
It's like cilantro.
Yes.
It's very dividing.
Yes, divisive.
Yeah, people are very divided.
I do think that that's why you can't care what people think of you because you're cilantro. Some people think you're beautiful and people will puke at the sight of you.
Yeah, think you taste like soap.
And it's not your fault.
No, it's not.
It's people's perspective.
How you were born.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? I'm a little dizzy.
So am I. It's too hot.
Like
I'm so dehydrated. I haven't drank water since 1997.
No, I haven't drank water in 8 years. And like now you're in my head sometimes where like randomly during the day I'll just be like, am I high?
I feel like it's so fun to like be busy and working and stuff. But like I just feel like I get sick whenever I try too hard at something.
No, I can't wake up too early or I literally have a stomach ache. Like it's not me.
My body's not built for this life.
No, my body is like, we didn't sign up for this.
I feel like summers it's like farmers. Like in the summer you're supposed to like chill.
No, my body told me to become a sugar baby and my head was like, we can't do it. And so they internally fight every single day. So like when I wake up early, they're like, you wouldn't have to do this if you were a sugar baby.
I love how you reference farmers like we know what farmers do. I mean, when do farmers, I guess they chill in the winter. Why am I looking at Grace?
Yeah, like she's the farmer's almanac. Like she knows what.
Did you say almanac? Also,
what is that? What is the farmer's almanac?
It's like a bunch of like seasonal stuff, so it'll tell you like, oh, we're gonna have like a lot of like snow this winter or something like that.
That was written by a man.
Thanks, Chris the farmer.
That was for sure.
Farmer
written.
Chris.
No more Googles
Chris,
for
my
this
DMs
episode.
are full of girls asking if you're good looking. Chris, how would you describe your looks ASMR like?
I have brown hair. A pale face.
A pale face.
I don't think you're
How am I
that
doing so
pale.
far? Not. I was in Tampa like a couple weeks ago.
What's your sign again?
Taurus. Yeah, that's usually responsive, I guess.
I don't know anything about Taurus.
I like that we're like giving more and more information to the gigglers about Chris, but a little each episode because if we give too much, it's like overload, and I don't think you could handle that.
Are
kind
you
of...
single?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
A great follow-up, honestly.
Because I'm flawed like all men.
A self-aware king.
What's your like smallest flaw? Like your stupid little flaw?
Or like a flaw that you're like, I wish I could change that about myself, but like it's not going anywhere.
Or
like
that like made your parents really disappointed in you?
Jesus Christ. Therapy with the Giggly Squad today. I was gonna say I work too much in the beginning, but that's like one of those like, oh wow.
Yeah, like you said that in job interview. I just like I'm such a perfectionist with my work.
Wait,
If you were an
that's
animal,
so
what
true.
animal would you be? Oh Oh God. Okay, Chris, please let women speak. Speaking of men, I have to talk about an experience I had this last weekend.
Is this going to end in a fight?
No.
Okay.
But I mean, it could. You
Okay.
never know.
Yeah, you honestly never know.
So I'm friends with two people who are dating.
Okay.
As in, I met the guy first, but I pretty quickly met his girlfriend, who I love. I actually love them both equally in different ways. Like, she's fashion, she's cool, she's girly. Like, we have our own relationship.
Okay. I'm not loving it.
I love that you get so jealous. It's like how you show affection to me.
It's just like, she's amazing. She's beautiful. She could put an outfit together like no other. That would be like if I walked in and I was like, so my couple friend, she plays tennis. She's amazing.
Okay, actually, she's not that fashion. She's more home decor girly.
Okay.
Does that make you feel
Yeah,
better?
that makes me feel better.
Okay, it's a different niche.
Yeah, a different niche.
I have to preface everything with like, her Zara sets are not great. So, and then he's like sporty and fun. They're kind of different, but I like them both.
Okay.
They're supposed to come to my comedy show. And he sits in the front row. He's big, large man. So I see him immediately. And next to him, she's not there. And immediately I go, where?
An empty seat?
No, a different man.
Okay.
So I was like, where's your girl?
Yeah.
And he kind of like mumbles. And this is in front of like 400 people.
Oh, you're asking on stage?
On stage.
Okay, wow.
At my comedy show. And I was wondering, like, where is she? Because they texted me that morning being like, can't wait to see you perform tonight. And I was like, can't wait.
They got into a fight?
So at the like green room, everyone came in and he comes up to me and he's like, we broke up. Between the time they texted me in the morning. So he literally goes and brought someone else and immediately I go, and then I literally made him stand up at one point because he's tall. And at my shows, when a guy's tall, I make them stand up and everyone clap. So this guy's going through like the worst breakup of his life. I'm asking him where she is and then making him stand to get harassed by a bunch of women. And he just looks at me and he's like, yeah, like she really wanted to come, but like we broke up. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. And they've been together for a bit and I felt upset.
Who broke up with who? Did you get that info?
Well, good question. The next day, I'm going to dinner with Des, and he comes through with some of his friends, and he sits down. When I tell you, he did not even bring up the breakup for 25 minutes. And in my head, I was like, this is the most dude shit ever.
Could you imagine?
Because I was with the boys. I could have easily been like, what's the tea? But I dealt with him like a cat.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't make eye contact.
You let him come to you.
I wanted him to come to me.
Yep.
Because I didn't want to act too excited because it's sad.
Right, because then they get anxious.
Yeah, like I didn't want to act like I wanted to talk about it.
You tricked him into thinking it was his idea to tell you all the tea.
But like 15 minutes in, I'm sitting here looking at the rest of the guys like, this is crazy. This is the most insane. Like, you all know that he's going through like the worst breakup of his life. And we're sitting here.
One of you are going to ask
We're
a
talking
question?
about Little League Baseball that was on ESPN.
Which is it is a great topic. It is a great topic because it's just so interesting. It's child labor, but who am
Are these
I?
kids being paid? What's going on?
What's
Bethany
the
Frankel,
NCAA?
can you start a union for the Little League?
Figure it out.
So I'm sitting there.
Why is Puerto Rico so good? Like, no one has the answers to any of these questions.
So then these future fuck boys on TV, I'm like, they're gonna all cheat on their wives. So I'm looking at Des and he's in it with the guys right now. I'm like, this is insane. Like, you guys know this man, you could tell from his eyes he's been crying all day.
Right.
And finally he like casually was like, oh, like she keeps texting me. And in my head I just was like, this took 30 minutes.
It's insane.
But the second we broke the seal, then we had like a really good talk and everyone was like looking towards me like I knew the answers.
Right.
But it was weird because I also like, I don't have a team here. Like, I really do love them both.
Yeah.
Imagine told you I broke up with someone the night before. We go to dinner with a bunch of girls and I don't bring it up for 30 minutes.
No, I would check everyone's pulse at the table. Like, because that's like those TikToks where it's like first one who talks shit, like pays the bill or something and like no one's speaking. Like, it's the opposite.
But like, I couldn't if I tried.
We would have talked so much that at that lunch we actually would have had nothing else to talk about. Because we would have already deep dove so hard.
We would have spoken every single possible outcome so much. I mean, it's like,
what do you do when like couples break up and it's like, because I feel like we're now getting to the age, we're right at the cusp of the age where people are going to start getting divorced.
Yeah.
Like, we're this is so cynical, but I can't wait to see who.
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's
Like,
already happening.
Like you have those friends who got married at like 25, 26, 27, and now they've been married for like 4 or 5 years. It's coming up.
The hard thing is when they have a friend group that's always been friends.
Yeah.
And then people have to pick sides, or if someone did something really fucked up.
Yeah.
Because I'm a people pleaser. To each person, I'm like, look, I love that person, but like I see where you're coming from.
Right.
And I'll say the same thing to the other person.
Same.
Because I want them both to feel
Know
supported.
that if I'm in the middle, I'm saying the same exact thing to both of you.
Because at the end of the day, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors in relationships. And like, unless they did fucked up shit to me, I'm not picking a side. When it comes to like exes and their fights, don't get involved.
I'm so happy you brought this up because I just finished watching Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard on Netflix. Did you watch it yet?
So I was really good at watching it when it originally happened. Like I was watching it on Twitter.
Yeah,
YouTube,
you were like watching it on TV.
because this basically like rehashed the entire thing in detail.
Yes, and it kind of shows like both of their sides, and it shows. Honestly, my biggest takeaway from it was how media influences everything. Like the media had already picked whose side they were on way before the trial was over.
Yeah.
And it was just
And the fans already. Fandom is so funny. Like I didn't realize. Obviously, Johnny Depp is huge, but like the
Right.
people who were like, I've been waiting my whole life to meet Johnny Depp, like
Yeah.
in Pennsylvania, or where the fuck they were.
which is so like Chicks in the Office was just talking about this about Taylor Swift, like all the people that were like waiting outside to like see her and stuff, and it's like what do you think is gonna happen? Like she's gonna see you and be like, I want to be your best friend, like and like pull you from the crowd. So like that's how I feel about people waiting outside for Johnny Depp. Like, do you think he's gonna ask you to go smoke a cigar with him? Like,
Yeah, I do think it's cool to see people like in person that have affected your life, but it's the people are taking it next level, like 6 a.m. Like, don't you have a job? Like, you're getting fired from a job. Can you like, call your children? Call your kids.
No.
Pick up your kids from school. There's life still going on. I got on a Taylor Swift real deep TikTok hole where there's a girl. Have you seen the girl who looks like her?
Yeah.
I was on it for like an hour.
no, it's insanity.
So she looks like her, but she's like a mom.
Yeah.
And she's actually like older than Taylor, I think. But with a filter, it's like identical. And she's been going around with bodyguards and getting like huge crowds around her because she looks just like her.
I would do it too. That's hilarious.
But then the girls like, I don't look like her, but they're like, you're wearing red lipstick and you cut your hair just like her.
And
she,
her voice even kind of
her
sounds
mannerisms
like her.
look like her.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's like an Elvis impersonator. Make your whole life living off of it.
Why is Elvis impersonator such a thing? You know, like why? Why is that like such like everybody knows what that is? Why is that such a thing?
I feel like it's niche for this podcast.
Yeah. I want like people to dress up as us for Halloween.
I feel like they have. They'll just like
And it's
have
my
a girl
favorite.
who's like kind of dirty with a tennis racket, and then someone who
A
looks
girl
really
with like
cute.
short brown hair and like in a set. And I'm like, that's
Nailed it.
yeah, literally nailed it. No, but the Johnny Depp
Yeah.
and Amber thing, my biggest takeaway was they're both nuts.
Yeah.
Like this is just like this is like your 19-year-old boyfriend who like you guys just happen to be really famous and you went to court.
And you're both very good looking.
Yeah, like it's hard. It was really hard. People are so diehard Johnny Depp
Yeah.
side, and it was hard for me to be 100% on his side because I know all guys are a little bit fucking nuts.
Well, especially when you have like an addiction problem, you do
Right.
things that are out of character that you wouldn't be proud of. It also was giving very reality TV where like the media was definitely giving it like a lens that they wanted you to watch it in. So
Yeah.
she would like do something with her mouth and they'd be like, she's so fucking fake.
Yeah.
Where like in a different context, people would be like she's struggling right now. This is really difficult to do.
Yeah.
But you're so right how they in the beginning they were like, don't let the media affect your decisions.
And it was just, I can't believe it was even on TV. That was like watching a live breakup.
Yeah.
Like it was
Do you
just
think she
crazy.
actually shot in his bed?
Yes. 100%.
I think she did, and I think it's thug.
I think she
I think it's
100% did, and I I've been hanging out with you for too long because I was like, it's not that gross. People were like, that's disgusting. I was like, it's kind of hilarious though too.
They were trying to talk about like if it could have been the dog. They were like, the dog's feces don't look like those kind of feces. The dog didn't have corn that
like,
day.
it's a Yorkie. That's disgusting. That's so disgusting.
But also like we've all been at that point with a guy where you're like, I would shit in his bed.
For sure. I'm like, what is the worst thing I could do to them?
Yeah.
And that would be one of them. It's that or like keying their car.
Also, we don't know what actually happened. So like this is all alleged, but like facts, people love to hate women.
No, they do. They for sure do.
And I definitely felt bad for her.
I felt bad for her. He seems so annoying to fight with too. Like he seemed so petty. 'Cause you know when like you get into a fight with a guy and like one of his things was like, you'll never look in my eyes again. And then that's why he never looked at her during court. And I was like, that's so fucking petty, but it would
That makes me feel like you still love me.
Yeah.
If you still can't look at me, I'm like, you're obsessed with me.
And like his lawyer kept being like, he won't look at you. And Amber was like, he can't. And she was like, he won't. And Amber was like, can't. And I was like, this is the best reality television.
I think you're so right though about how that relates to like friends with breakups. Like you'll hear vile shit that happened between two people and you're like, when it comes to love and war, whatever that quote is, I don't get involved.
Yeah.
You can't judge people with their breakup shit. Like, oh, I fucking hate that guy or that girl because she did this. And it's like, you guys were in it together.
Yeah, you're in like a weird vortex.
Like you're a different person as a girlfriend than you are a friend.
100%.
Like I can never date you.
No. No.
Or actually I think I could. If anyone in this world could, it's me.
Yeah, probably.
Because I'd be
Nobody
asleep most of the time.
should date me, honestly. Let's be truthful.
Andy Roddick, former tennis player,
Yeah.
had a quote about like being famous and people like coming for you. And he was like, being famous means people compare you to your best self every single day.
Interesting.
Which is like you have to always be your best self every single day. And I just think overall with the case is she went to the public and decided to start some beef. And if you decide to go on the public and make claims about someone out of your private relationship, shit's gonna hit the fan.
Like if you I think the same way though with a friend breakup as well as with like a romantic breakup. If you break up and then you take shit that like they told you in confidence and you air it, like that's, I think, fucked up.
Yes. It's kind of like an
unspoken rule of
if
like,
you're gonna accuse this man of assault, then it's like shit's going down.
right.
And she could be completely right, but like she had to know this wasn't gonna end well.
Yeah. And honestly, I was just like disappointed by her court looks, but that's a whole different.
What do you think her aesthetic was that she was going for? Like Kate Spade? No, like Ann Taylor Loft. Right?
I felt like it was a little Ann Taylor Loft, and like a little bit of mango sprinkled in there.
Yeah.
I just felt like it wasn't. It could have been better.
The fits weren't fitting. Like she wasn't wearing like her hair blown out, flowy. Like she wasn't trying to look
sexy. She had
sexy.
it like pinned up in a weird way, and I wasn't into
but
it.
It looked like
I also thought he looked crazy town USA. Like he wore sunglasses the whole time.
Well, didn't
like,
he get in trouble right after for like doing some drunk stuff? Look,
we're all about Lily Rose Depp. We're not about. We're
this
over
is a Lily
Johnny
Rose Depp
Depp's
stamp.
for sure.
Poor Lily though, having to like go through that.
I know. I feel like nobody ever like correlates them together as much as like they could have.
I mean, her PR team's definitely like
working overtime.
don't ever speak about him. Think of like a drunken debacle.
Yeah.
Talk to 4 people and it all went differently.
Right.
And I also think at the end of the day, they do try to villainize like someone is the angel, someone is the devil, and it's never like that.
Right, like 2 things can be right at one time. She can be nuts, and he can also be nuts.
Abusive.
Like,
yeah.
so
I mean, alleged.
I'm split down the middle, but I think they're both crazy. But I enjoyed watching it.
Speaking of crazy, I knew you were really busy this weekend, but I had to text you because I was having a mental breakdown about my nails.
Yeah, I know.
So I got a French manicure with like kind of a pink undertone. And I was like, she's Barbie, she's pink. And then I realized the pink was giving like raw chicken.
Yeah, the pink is giving a little fleshy,
Yeah.
but it's not bad. Let me see.
My hand's very sweaty right now.
No, it's not. I think it looks good.
I cut off a little bit of the tip, but like, no, people were mad in my DMs and they all go, Paige did not approve this. Paige did not approve this. So then I was like, Paige, is this okay? And you were like, I'm busy, bitch. I don't have time.
I said it's no poop gate.
It's not poop gate.
It wasn't poop gate nails.
People were mad.
Yeah, people need to chill out.
Do you post your nails online or you don't want the ridicule anymore?
I haven't in a while because I get the same color, I feel like, every single time.
Yeah. You're back at ballet pink?
I'm back to ballet pink and I'm back to being square. Because I couldn't.
The Gigglers have literal, like, what's it called when you get hit by a car and then your neck hurts? Whiplash.
I was going to say PTSD. Arrest. I was
Literal
also thinking
whiplash.
arrested.
I said it was no nail summer.
Yeah.
You said it was almond summer.
Yeah.
We've changed our minds immediately. Don't listen to anything we say.
Never. Literally ever. Also, okay, wait. I meant to talk about this last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen on TikTok all the girlies eating yellow dragon fruit?
Oh, yeah, no.
Awesome. Great. I'll tell you about it. So I saw this TikTok and this one girl was like, you have to go to Trader Joe's and get a yellow dragon fruit. Cleans you right out. Only eat half of it. And like, you're going to have the best day of your life. So
You mean the next day?
No. Like, it was like in a couple hours, you're literally flushing your whole body. So I get 2 yellow dragon fruit because I'm like, let's
Fuck shit up.
Yeah, let's fucking go. Like, I'm trying to be so skinny. I ate half a yellow dragon fruit, nothing. Then I like go about my day. So I'm scared to eat the other half because I had like places to go and I can't like be running into bodegas. So I'm like, whatever. Okay, I'll do it the next day. Next morning, I wake up, time my whole day around like eating this whole yellow dragon fruit. It doesn't really taste like anything.
Okay.
It like tastes like water.
Mm-hmm.
So I eat the whole dragon fruit. I'm like looking it up on TikTok again. They're like in like an hour and a half, like you're going to be running to the bathroom. It's going to clean you completely out.
It's tummy tea for hippies.
Legit. Nothing happened to me. I'm livid. I'm livid the entire day.
Wait, you're saying TikTok has been lying to us?
I'm like, but it was on TikTok. It's supposed to be true. To the point where I'm like, do I go get a second dragon fruit? Which I didn't. But then I was thinking, is my stomach so like fucked up that it was like, it's going to take a lot more than this?
I guess there's fiber in it, but if it's so watery, like we're eating Chipotle every day. Like,
Right.
a papaya is not going to make me shit myself, okay?
I feel like my
A
body
papaya
was
is
like,
gonna-
good
thank
try,
you.
bitch.
No, your body was like, thank you. Now
We've been gluten intolerant for years. That hasn't stopped us. You can't really eat cheese. You eat it every day. You think a dragon fruit's going to fuck with us?
Also, I have
So
to
anyway,
say,
don't even try it because it doesn't even work.
I also saw this girl because I really want to get good, like, eye masks because I feel like if I put an eye mask on, it'll solve all my problems for the day.
Yeah.
And this girl tried all these eye masks and she like aesthetically put it all over her face. She was like, this one by far is the best one. It was like $19 on Amazon. I was like, done, take all my money. I get it. It like stung
Yeah.
and then it was like falling off. And I'm like, out of all you recommend, so like you can't trust people.
Your thread that you said snail mucin is the glue holding TikTok together, I lost it. What are your genuine feelings on TikTok Shop?
TikTok Shop is
It's a
coming for my
pyramid-
throat.
It's a pyramid scheme, I'm convinced.
I'm a little annoyed because I used to have a lot of funny videos and now because I bought like 70 things on TikTok Shop. They're
Now
like, this
everything
girl,
is, like,
everything is a girl
selling
being
you.
like, this
Yeah.
literally changed my skin from this, and they show like a crocodile to this, and it's an infant baby, and she's like, all you have to do is go like this, and they put 2 spritz, and they go, oh my god, and I look down, and it's $19.99,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
You're like, that's
it's
how
free.
That's how I feel about the chamoy pickle.
the Chamoy pickle and the
Has a
papaya.
grasp on me.
But the snail mucin like kept coming up so many times that I was like, I
Did
thought
you
it was
buy
a
it?
sign, but it's just the algorithm. I bought it.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten it yet. I texted Haley, and Haley's like, I've been using this. And I'm like, what does it do? And she was like, I don't really know what it does, but it,
I've been pumping snail mucin on my
your skin looks really
on
good.
my Amazon Live for months.
Yeah.
Nobody cared about it.
Okay.
It's just like an extra serum to like lock in moisture. It's not going to change your whole fucking life,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a great like added step.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Capitalism is winning,
No, capitalism.
and
is,
I'm in a bad place where like, because I've been taking some days off. Days off to me mean I'm gonna go through the internet and hear what the girlies want me to be so I can change and be a better person.
Yeah.
So I'm just buying like so much stuff. Also with the skincare, we've taken it too far.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're women in STEM, but like we should not know what hyaluronic acid is. Like I can spell hyaluronic acid. There's no reason in this world
I shouldn't be able to.
I shouldn't. Why are the girlies knowing literal chemistry?
Yeah.
Like fully Albert Einstein girlies out here. Why do we know that shit? I know what all of them do. Glycolic.
I would, gun to my head, someone said, do your taxes. I would die right there on the floor. If someone said, tell me exactly what is a hyaluronic acid, A+.
I thought because it was an acid, I was like, this can't hydrate you. And then everyone's like, no, it's hydrating. And I was like, okay.
It's supposed to lock in your moisture. Like the moisture is supposed to stick to it and stay in your pores.
But what if you're dehydrated
Yeah.
and then you put it on?
Mm-hmm.
Does it just lock in nothing?
No, it'll lock in whatever moisture you have. That's when then you put like your moisturizers on after that.
Yeah.
And then it'll stick to that and like stay in your skin. But also, here's the other thing. All of this, the whole skincare brand, I think is the #1 biggest cult.
Yeah.
And we're all in it.
We're all in it because now that we're in our 30s, it's very easy for someone to just be like, hey, like this made my skin feel better.
Yeah.
So what do we do? Because we can't live like this. We can't buy a different serum every 3 seconds. Did you just get water in your eye?
Yeah. How did I even do that? I did my makeup today, and you ever like look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I don't know who that is, but not me. That's how I feel today.
You had a bad face day? Or
I'm having a weird face day.
I think it's your hair.
Okay, didn't think I was
No, your hair.
well, because I air dried last night.
Yeah, it was the air dry.
And so like that's throwing me off and like
Because your hair actually, it's like mine right now.
That
was the meanest
thing you ever
No, like
said.
it's like very natural in the.
Yeah, like my part just.
Your part
that's how we
is
dry.
falling.
Yeah.
Your part's not parting.
Please don't look at me today.
No, you look great. It's just different.
Yeah. Okay, great. Awesome. Love that.
But yeah, I do feel like one thing I do recommend, because everyone was telling me every single foundation, like Dior, YSL, like all these fancy ones.
Mm-hmm.
I've been using It Cosmetics CCC cream.
Okay.
And it's fucking unbelievable. And I just thought I'm just using something random and it's fine. But I asked a really good makeup artist and she's like, no, that's like a secret no one knows about. So now capitalism wins again. It literally has like hyaluronic acid. It has CCC cream. I don't know what it means, but it means like I don't have to put as much stuff on because it's good for your skin and it covers it up and has like really good coverage.
I feel like you're in Scientology.
Actually, every influencer sounds like they're in a cult.
No, they do.
When they're pitching. And you know they've like never tried it before. But these bitches, I have to say, stop fucking lying.
Wait, there's one thing I'm actually not going to lie about.
She can't find it. You go, no, that was a lie.
No, because we both had our period last week and I got mine for the first time since like April. Which,
congrats.
Thank you. I tried those Thinx underwear. Obsessed.
Really?
Obsessed. Like I want them to sponsor me. I'll do an entire post in my underwear because I'm such.
What kind did you get? Like a normal?
I got the thong kind.
You are? She has a thong period underwear.
I can't wear regular underwear. I actually find it more uncomfortable.
So you like feeling like something's like in your butthole?
Yeah, I'm a Scorpio.
Honestly, that made so much sense. I was like, valid.
I've just been saying that to things that like I don't have an answer
Valid
to.
point.
I'm just like, yeah, well, the moon's it's a new moon. So what do you want me to
Jupiter. We have a podcast listener, Linda, shout out Linda, who is like a friend, a family friend, and she sent me special bike shorts that have this whole cushion underneath your vagina, so your vaginal bone doesn't hurt as bad.
And have you tried them?
I'm going to.
Wow.
So I'll keep you guys, but I probably can use that as period panties too.
No, literally. I was like I just like couldn't believe it. Granted, my period wasn't like, it was like very normal this week. It wasn't like, oh my God, I'm like really,
Someone got murdered.
sorry about this, Chris, but like I'm not like flowing super heavy.
Yeah.
So it was like chill. And I wore them on like
Don't apologize to Chris
last
for your
3
natural
days.
bodily functions.
Right. So I bled for 7 days and I'm still alive. So shout out to me.
Winning.
But I'm obsessed with them. Because like at the last few days where you're just like, if I put a tampon in, I'll die.
Yes.
Like
You're over it.
I'm over it.
I also feel like you start, it's
It's like enough.
yeah.
It's like me manifesting to my body, like, okay, we got
Putting
it. We
cotton
did
up
it.
your puss like isn't ideal.
No.
But also everyone has to remember at home, if you can't afford things, any underwear can be period panties if you believe in it enough.
Yeah.
I have like a bunch of black Amazon that
And
like
they are period underwear.
they know what their job is. I go, girly, time to get in line. It's Europe. I have a new ick for men when they have to pee more than you.
And they squeeze their dick.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean squeeze their dick?
Put your boyfriend in a situation where he really has to pee and there's no bathroom, and see how often like they can like pinch their dicks for it to like not feel like they have to
What
pee.
part of the dick?
I didn't inquire that far.
I've literally never done this in my life.
Okay, I've seen it happen.
Like they're holding it like a hose.
Yeah, like some guys I feel like touch their junk more than others.
I know, which I don't love.
I don't hate it or love. Like I don't think about
If they're
it.
always scratching their junk, I'm like, do you have herpes?
Yeah.
And herpes is fine. People have herpes, but like it's giving like, do you have
is everything
a rash?
okay?
Do you have fleas?
Yeah, are you itchy?
It's like a dog. You don't want to see a dog lick its balls all the time. You're
Right.
like, let's play.
But I have heard that sometimes like to keep it from not hurting, like, oh, I have to pee, they can like squeeze it a little. They're doing weird things.
They do weird things. I was more just referencing like if you're like spending a day with a guy.
Yeah.
And when he's constantly like, hey, I have to
I
pee.
really gotta pee.
It's giving like
It's giving toddler.
It's giving toddler. It's also giving like if something happened to us right now and you had to pee, then I would have to defend us.
Yeah, I would have to deal with it.
And I feel like girls have a shorter urethra. Mm-hmm. Because this is a science podcast. So like, what are you doing?
Do we? I feel like you did just like make that
Wait,
up.
I think I made that up. Boys have a shorter urethra. Chris is Googling.
Okay.
So maybe guys do have to pee more than girls? Unless you're preggers. I just think like pee.
I don't know, but it's just like when I have to pee, I'm not telling everyone about it. Like, oh my God, I'm like gonna
Sure, some
literally
people
pee my pants.
make peeing their whole personality
Yeah.
at a party. Like when they have to pee, they have to tell everyone.
Because I come from a world of depression. So like I've held it for hours because I'm like, I'm not getting off the couch. That's crazy.
People don't talk about that enough.
Female urethra is shorter, yes.
Well, we're so tiny,
you.
we're so dainty.
We're so little. I have the tiniest little urethra.
Yeah.
What's the product in the newsletter this week?
I have a very off-brand product that I don't think I've ever spoken about or told anyone that I have, but it, not to influence anyone, is life-changing.
Capitalism once again.
And it's almost like something I feel like you would put in the newsletter, but people are going to be a little bit shocked that it's in my newsletter. I almost like don't even want to say it on the pod because I want people to sign up for the newsletter.
Well, to sign up, go to giggly-squad.com and a pop-up will magically appear. We don't know how it happens. It
and my
appears.
product this week, unassuming for me.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Can you give me like a lane?
Pooping.
A squatty potty.
Yes! Do you use one?
Okay, so Haley sends me a box for my birthday, and it's like wooden, and it looks like a step stool.
Yeah.
And Des was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "I think it's a squatty potty, like a fancy squatty potty."
Yeah.
And he was like, "I don't think so."
Supposed to be super healthy for you. I've used one. My a previous boyfriend used one, and I used it one time at his house, and I was like, that felt great.
Like it comes out smoother.
Yeah, it's supposed to be better for you. Like
My nan is so mad
right
right now listening. She's like,
so
Paige
mad.
used to be the sweetest, nicest girl, and then Hannah corrupts it, and now she's talking about what happens in the bathroom. Johnny, I can't handle this. Turn it off.
So but I feel like it makes it easy. Like it makes it easier, and it's better for your body.
But
so
I have
can't-
IBS. I never have trouble of it coming out. It goes right out. It will come out before I sit down.
Okay, well, I think this puts your stomach in a better position.
Well, they say humans naturally used to poop back in the day, in more of a squat position because we didn't have toilets.
Right. So anyway,
You brought up poop multiple times.
I know, it's disgusting.
And you don't even poop, which is crazy. You've never pooped once in your life.
I never have.
I heard a story that reminded me of you in the news.
I'm a little nervous.
A woman's dying.
And she asked to have sex with her ex-boyfriend as her last wish. I literally sent it to Craig and I said, what would you do?
Because that is literally you. Like, I could tell he probably pissed her off like 2 days before.
And she was like, how about this?
He probably like didn't do the dishwasher.
Craig said, I would obviously let you do that, and then I would never talk to you again. Like, I would
Because you're
leave.
dead, so you don't win.
Like, well, I died.
I'm not talking to you. I'm in heaven.
What would you do? Like, roles were reversed. Your husband.
I would be like, sorry, your ex does not want to fuck a dying man. And if she does, have you guys been texting this whole time? Like, what's going on?
I would just have a lot of questions. Like, ex as in, like, here's the thing. There are a lot of factors. How long were they together for?
Yeah.
That, like, how far back is that ex? Like,
Also-
is it like 2 years ago? Is it like 15 years ago? Like,
Yeah.
there's so many different factors.
It's also like kind of makes me excited that like romance isn't dead. And I didn't mean to say dead again.
Kind of like makes me excited to die. You know, like
No, but like the fact that she's like, my only wish is to have like fiery hot sex with an ex. Like, it's kind of
could you
exciting.
imagine you're the ex and you get this call and
That's
they're
what I
just
was
like,
thinking.
here's the thing, I'm dying, and you're just like,
No, imagine
what?
if he had to do the call, like, hey, Sam, this is Steve.
So Rebecca's dying.
Rebecca's-
and
She wants your dick right before she died. Also, what kind of death is this? Because, like, I feel like if I was dying, the last thing I want is to get dicked out.
right.
Like, I want to be alone with a TV.
I mean, that's just me on a Sunday.
Like, the fact that she was still in the mood to get fucked,
Right.
like, it shows that, like, romance isn't
But
dead.
like, you can't be mean to a dying person.
Oh, like, he can't say no.
Yeah, like what's yeah.
Also, like, the pressure might be too immense. Like, what if he couldn't get it up?
Too immense. I love that.
I feel like if I was a guy and I had to do that.
No, that is one thing where I will give guys like credit. If I had to perform during sex, like I would also get nervous.
But I feel like some of them are so dramatic. Like, they get a boner, like, with a light breeze.
Yeah.
I think they have to get really deep
I
in
can
their
say
head.
like one word and Craig will be like, I'm hard. You know, and I'm
But
like,
I fully understand performance anxiety. Like, I think you can get into your head. That's why sometimes if you make a guy wait a really long time, when you finally let him do it,
Yeah.
he, like, can't do it.
can I tell you something? One time, one of my guy friends called my boyfriend at the time, and my boyfriend was like, I really got to talk to him. Like, stepped out of the room, like something like crazy had happened. Okay. And I'm like waiting and waiting for the tea, like waiting for him to come back. And he comes back and he's like, I just got off the phone with Bobby and he couldn't get it up. Like, he couldn't get it up to like have sex with like Jessica or whatever. And I was like, okay. And like, what was like the terrible thing that happened? He was like, what are you talking about? That's the terrible thing. And I was like, okay, that's like not like that's stupid. And he was like, you have no empathy. Like like starts yelling at me. And I was like, I'm going to say something to you really quick. 9 times out of 10, we don't want to do it. So someone laying there and saying, sorry, I can't get it up
I do have to
is
say,
my lucky day.
If a guy couldn't get it up around me, I'd be like, I'm obsessed with him. He's so unattracted to me. I want to be a better person for him. I need to try harder. I need to be funnier. I need to be smarter. I need to be sexier.
Like, that's it. I'm going to the gym tomorrow morning. It's obviously me. Like, I was like, we are, as women, we're not taking it like we're mad at you.
Yeah.
We've already internalized it
Yeah.
30 minutes prior.
Yeah.
We've put it
We've
all on
made it
ourselves.
about us.
We've
The
fully made it
self-hate
about us.
has fully been like pulsating from my brain.
And he
Not your
was like,
dick.
he's so embarrassed. And I literally remember texting him being like, it's honestly not that big of a deal. I don't know one girl that would ever be like,
Honestly, he probably does too many drugs.
probably. Yeah.
Like, stop doing so many drugs.
Right. But I'm like, that sounds like a great, if it's like late night on a Friday night and he's like, oh, I can't get it up. I'm like, that's amazing. I wanted to go to sleep anyway.
Because the worst thing is when they can't get it up and they're trying to force their like mushy little worm inside you, and you're just like, this is horrible.
No.
It feels like someone just taking a tampon and
I'm
like
already disassociated. You know, I'm already going through my checklist for tomorrow. I'm like, I should wake up earlier. Like, I'm not there. You know, like, I was talking about this with someone, like, I forget, like a couple weeks ago. And we were saying, like, what's the worst thing that you hear in bed? Or, like, what's, like, the word, like, what would make you cringe? Mine was very simple, and it's the word what. Have you ever said something like during sex and they didn't hear you? And then like they say what and you're like, am I gonna say it again? Or like now is it weird?
How long is the sentence that he wants you to repeat? Also, like, did you say like a whole paragraph?
Because sometimes like your heads are like different ways, so it is
the
hard
fact
to
he
hear.
said what is not okay. At least pretend you know. Just go with it.
Just go with it.
Because whatever I said, I'm telling you, wasn't important.
Not important.
And if
anything, I didn't even want to say it in the first place. So let's just skip over it.
If you didn't hear it, I will repeat it if you're not listening to what I'm saying.
Yeah, so that was mine.
I just don't like spit. I don't like spitting.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It somehow becomes a different thing than like what he's been like kissing me with. Like once it leaves his mouth, I don't know what that vehicle of slime is.
Have you ever gotten spit on? Like where you're just like, I didn't ask for it. Like, and it's.
Well, I told you that one Australian guy would do that weird like let the spit like slowly drop before he like went down on me.
No.
It was so weird.
Spit
so
in your
strange.
hand like a normal person.
No, I was like, what are you overcompensating for?
Yeah.
And then he would like the slurp. Oh.
I'd love to know like in their head, they're like, she's gonna think this is so
he goes,
fucking
this is my
hot.
potty trick. This is about to get
this
fucking lit.
No one's ever done
Wait
this to
till
me
I drop the
before.
slurp on her.
I'm just like, wow, you're really hydrated. I couldn't even make that much spit in my mouth if I wanted to right now. Honestly, I'm a little thirsty. It would just make me think how thirsty I am. Where I'm like, I wish I had that much spit in my mouth.
Also, anything that like takes more than 5 seconds, I'm like, okay, that took too long. Let's like not do that.
Okay.
Anywho,
Anyway,
what an escape, Giggly Squad. I was actually thinking about it. I'm listening to a podcast right now, and I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, and it made me realize how I hope in this hour that the gigglers can forget all of their problems and be like,
we talk about
these girls are so
things.
mentally ill. I'm listening to Scamanda.
What is that?
Oh my gosh! So I have to warn you, it's very slow.
Okay.
But like it's so juicy that like you kind of love that the foreplay is long and like you're busy.
What is the genre? What is it about?
It's about a scam of this woman, and they early on kind of tell you it's this girl who basically steals someone's husband and is raising a family, and she fakes having cancer.
Okay.
And gets people to donate like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
On what, like a GoFundMe?
All types of foundations and stuff. And then she kind of gets like low-key famous in her church because she's like fighting terminal cancer. But everyone's like, she kind of looks good.
Yeah.
She's like cute.
Kind of glowing.
She's glowing. Like she shaved her head, but otherwise they're like, she has been gaining weight.
Yeah.
And she has this blog that she like loves writing about and people are following, and she like just gets like too big for her britches and starts giving like insane details, and someone's finally like, that makes no, like you're giving yourself chemo, like that makes no sense.
Yeah.
And someone's starting to now investigate it. That's where
when
I'm
did
at.
this happen? Like
kind of recently, like a couple years ago. So you know that's what's happening, but like, and they have actual audio of like her at church talking, and it's the slow like build up that like everyone just thinks she's like the light of their life, like this incredible woman.
So sick in the head.
No, I know, but not only, I do think sometimes the people that people think are like the greatest are the sickest people.
Yeah,
because it's like what she literally was going to church giving full speeches about like if she has hope, other people can have hope, and like she became like a celebrity.
Right, like I always think like you ever get asked like, oh, who do you look up to, and you're just like, no one. That's how I feel, because I feel like everyone that like people look up to, I'm like, that's a scam. She's scamming us.
Or like, you know that they hate themselves.
Yeah, like no one is that. Like that's why like when crazy fandom happens, I'm just like, I don't get that. Because like I love a lot of celebrities, and I feel like I go to a lot of like certain concerts. Like, yeah, I love them, but I have never understood like true fandom of people. And I think it's because I think everyone at some point is a shitty person.
I feel like that's why we connect with the gigglers so much, because the gigglers like are not fans. Like
No.
when you walk into like a giggler today.
Like I feel like gigglers like chirp me. Like I was at a bar. I was at a bar recently, and some girl just held up her phone like in black letters and just said, "I'm a giggler," but we never interacted. I was just like, "That's
I'll
sick."
literally be like on the street and someone just goes, "Sup, Hannah?" Like they know me.
Yeah,
they're
they're
actually
like-
sick of me. They're like, I don't want to stop and talk.
We have our own shit to do.
The
And
giggler is like literally some girl will be walking by and they're listening to Giggling Squad and just look at me and give me a head nod and show
Yeah.
me they're listening.
Yeah.
But that's like makes more sense. That's what we want. Like they understand that we are gigglers, gigglers are us.
yeah.
And there's no like
And some days we're shitty.
yeah.
Don't look up to us.
Yeah. I've actually come to a it's taken me a long time, but I have realized more about myself that like because I always consider myself a very like laid back, like chill, sometimes anxious, but like overall
The
pretty
past few
calm.
podcasts you've talked about each fight you've gotten into each week, but for
But
sure.
I realized I'm that kind of person like who I'm a very chill, calm person.
Yeah.
And it takes me so much to lose my shit.
Yeah.
Like so much.
No, it really does.
But once I lose it, like
You're there.
I'm Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
But because it's only like happened like 3 times in my life, I don't like to identify by it.
Yeah.
And I never accepted that it was, I'm like, but that's not me. But I
Yeah.
like recently accepted like if you push me to that point, which will rarely happen, like I will
Explode.
yeah, like I will
Well, yeah, but that's like being a human.
I will defend my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've recently accepted that about myself. Because I was lying. I was like, I literally never get upset. I never get angry. I'm so chill.
But you really don't.
But is it healthier to be like a little upset all days?
Like you don't like one of my biggest takeaways from like recent podcasts that we've done is that like you've never called Des a name.
No.
So like you are a good person. Like I feel like Craig could alphabetically list everything I've ever
what it
called
is?
him.
That's what it is. I don't think it's good or bad person, but it's like I think I'm kind.
Yeah.
And if I do explode, people deserved it.
I feel like though, even
when I
when
explode, I'm
you think you're
fucking
being mean, but even when
like
you think you're being mean, you're like, that was so mean. I'm like, not really.
do you think when I'm mean, I'm not that mean?
Yeah.
But I'm kind of like funny bitch. Like I can be
don't have-
sarcastic.
I've never heard you say anything legitimately mean to anyone.
Oh my God, that's not, do you know I've never said anything mean to you before? Like I've never been mean to you.
No.
You've never really been mean to me.
No, like we've never yelled.
I love how
at
all we
each
do is be
other.
mean to each other, but I'm like, you've never been mean. Like, you've never actually been mean. Like, we've never, in all of reality TV.
We've like chirped each other, but that's our love language, which Craig actually just pointed that out. Like the other day, he said something mean to me and I started laughing and he was like, you're sick in the head. But I realized that's your love language.
So I sent this thing to Des about bids. Have you seen that on TikTok? I sent him
Like BID?
BID. So
Okay.
bidding is like the key to a successful relationship. Like, a relationship is done when someone puts in a bid and the other person doesn't respond. So a bid is a bid for attention.
Okay.
It literally could mean like we're just sitting here and I go, wow, that Giggly Squad sign looks really pretty.
Yeah.
And
if
you
I don't,
in that moment,
Yes.
you can decide to go, yeah, it is.
yes.
Or you can literally be like you'll every now and then see like a guy be like, ugh, and the girl ignores it, or the girl's
Yeah.
like, that's like little things.
yeah.
So Des, I sent it to him, and he actually like agreed with it.
Yeah.
But now he thinks it's funny that when I do something, he'll go, "You had enough bids today."
And
I'll be like-
because you're a golden retriever.
So I'll literally like look at him, and I'll like go in for a kiss, and he'll kiss me, and then I'll smile and like go in for a hug, and he'll be like, "Whoa,
Yeah,
that
like,
was the
it's
bid for
enough
the day.
now."
That was enough bidding." So then he's like playing hard to get with bids with me. So now it's
Yep.
beyond a mind game. But that's how you keep your relationship lively.
Just showing them stupid things and seeing if they pay attention.
Yeah. So, but bids for attention is for real. Like, when you hate someone, like even a friend, and like they try to get your attention, you're like, I don't have it in me.
I also saw this thing that if you start dating a guy and he wants to change his style, or he starts continuously asking you like, what should I do, this shirt or this shirt? And it's like little small things.
Yeah.
He's obsessed with you.
Yeah.
So look out, any of the gigglers who are just gotten into a new relationship or anything, look out for like them randomly buying new things or like asking you every once in a while if you like this or that, deep down they're obsessed with you.
It's actually so true because like I'm not a fashion girly. I don't even know about men's
they
fashion.
wanna look
but Des
better
will be
for
like,
you.
do you like this shoe or this
Yeah.
shoe? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. But then part of me, I do get opinions. I'm like, actually, I want my man's in that.
Yeah.
Because I just want to feel like control over him at all times.
So that's another thing.
I love how I'm doing full front page news right now, but it's been real quiet with the Lizzo stuff.
PR team is popping off.
Silenced.
She got
Are you
Kris
silent?
Or
or
were you silent?
silenced?
She got Kris Kardashian on the case. I mean, because we've heard nothing.
And then Beyonce, you know how she didn't say Lizzo's name in a song,
Yeah.
then said like, I love you, Lizzo in a song.
oh, I didn't hear that.
She said, I
part.
love you, Lizzo. So like Beyonce's come around.
Mm-hmm.
This is like serious lawyer shit that's happening right now.
Yeah,
Imagine if we had that power to get everyone to just like, "Burp."
I would love that. But that would mean we would be getting sued, which I'd
True.
also
Which-
kind of love.
for defamation. She's like, but I can spell
Wait,
hyaluronic acid.
Honestly, okay, so sometimes like our giggly squad, like our business stuff will go to my mom, obviously. And she texted me the other day and she was like, oh, I think you and Hannah are getting sued. And I literally perked up and I was like, oh my God, for what? And she goes, oh, just kidding. No, you're not.
You thought we like made it?
It's like, oh my God, what are we getting sued for?
No, do not actually manifest
No,
that.
I'm not manifesting it.
Also, Scooter Braun's getting fired by
Yeah,
everyone.
what's going on? There's something going on.
Demi Lovato?
Demi Lovato dropped him. Justin Bieber dropped him.
I mean, for Justin to drop him?
And it's been like 15 years that he's been with Justin. Some type of story is definitely coming out.
Is going to come out.
Yeah, and I can't wait to hear what it is.
Taylor Swift
Mm-hmm.
must be enjoying this karma so much.
Also, did you see the thing where it was Taylor Swift, Margot Robbie, and one other girl? Who was it? That like is literally holding America on their back.
Oh, yeah.
Who is the other
The
person?
economy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They generated like billions
Billions.
of dollars for the U.S. women in STEM. I mean,
Because women are the ones.
women in the arts, really.
Women are the ones who are purchasing. Women are the one making decisions.
Yeah.
Women are the ones sharing what they love. Like men will literally go to dinner after a breakup and talk about nothing.
Like, I don't know if I follow one male influencer.
I follow a lot of gay influencers. Gay male influencers.
Right. Like, are there straight male influencers that are doing like their skincare routines? Or
Chris,
like,
who do you follow?
do you follow
They watch
any like
YouTubers.
Do you follow any guys that you're like, I follow him
Cody Ko.
solely because I like how he dresses and I want to see what he wears?
No.
So how do you pick your outfit in the morning?
Honestly, if you said yes, I actually would have gotten an ick. So
Wait, how do you pick,
that was a
how do you
trick
pick your outfit
question.
in the morning?
I don't know. I look in the mirror, I try shit on until I find something I like.
yeah.
Do you have a skincare routine?
No, not at all.
So what do you do in the morning?
Take a shower.
If a guy on Instagram was like, oh, this is my skincare routine and he had great skin, would you ever be influenced, you think, to be like, oh, shoot, maybe I'll buy that on Amazon?
Possibly.
Guys buy those like big dick pills. At like the bodega, it's like my larger dick, and they have those testosterone
this
commercials.
is so weird that you just said that because I just learned this weekend that the gas station is selling like performance pills. Like I didn't know that was a thing, and every guy is like, "What are you talking about? Yeah, that's a thing." Like they sell it at.
It's right there. Like,
Yeah,
the only reason
but
I'm
I've-
surprised is because it's like right
But
in
I
the-
think when you see
never
performance, you assume it's like
even-
lifting weights.
I don't know if I've ever even like clocked it.
Guys,
like,
these are the things to market to men. It comes from fear. They're scared of losing their hair,
Yep.
their dick not performing,
Yep.
and that's pretty much
Really?
it.
That's-
So that's what
They've
the
got
male
nothing
industry.
else.
We're
Yeah.
girls. We're afraid of like so many more things.
No, I mean being
Plus-
kidnapped. Just
Plus, we're afraid of men.
yeah, just like walking outside in general. And we're like, I'm literally doing an Amazon Live Thursday of like an apartment tour. Half of the things are like things I lock my door with. I have 3 devices to sell just on staying in my own home.
How relaxing it is to be a man to just be scared of losing your hair, and that's it.
and that's it.
When we're scared of everything, plus the man that's losing his hair.
No, I'm scared of losing my life on a daily basis.
So, Scooter Braun, first of all, if your name is Scooter, I don't trust you.
Because here's the thing. What's your nickname? And if it's Scoot, get out of my face.
Also, if Scooter isn't a nickname for another name, that's a huge problem. Like, is that his real name? Chris is on it.
his son's just like,
Also,
here's
we treat
bike.
Chris
This is
like we're an animal cruelty lab, where he is a rat. He's just locked up, and we go, "How does this feel?"
Chris was not
Scott.
Scott Samuel Braun.
Oh,
Scooter.
fuck off! Just be Scott.
Yeah, that's. What are you running from? What are you hiding from?
He's scootering away from it.
No, that
And he probably has a stupid story, like, when I was little,
I couldn't say Scott. Like I said, Scoot.
My dad, right before he
has
got
an
cancer,
accent, for sure.
right before he
No.
got cancer, he said Scooter. Right before my dad lost his hair, he said Scooter. Scooter, I love you.
We were so thankful for you because I do have erectile dysfunction, so we didn't even think we were going to be able to have you.
The callbacks are calling back today.
No,
So something's going to happen with Scooter Braun. It's giving...
names aren't a verb.
No.
That's the first thing.
Scooter is a noun, but scooting is a verb. It's a noun verb. It's a verb.
Wait,
It's
what
a
is a
nerb.
verb again?
A verb is an action. So scoot, to scoot. But scooter, a scooter, actually is an adverb.
You don't know what an adverb
Grace,
is?
you just came from school. What is scooter? Is it a verb, an adverb, or a noun?
Like what with an ER,
A
a
noun.
person, place, or thing.
It's a scooter.
Okay.
But
Never
or is it a
mind then.
person scoot? You know what?
If you have to wonder, it's not for me. If you have to wonder, if you have to guess.
Also, speaking of us trying to figure out words, we're going to tease. We do have a very fun, big, exciting project.
That we're working on that,
We don't know if we're allowed to tell you.
and we don't know how we got here because it's a lot of admin. It's probably the most admin we've ever done, and we went to 4 years of college,
For sure.
and this is probably the biggest.
But does part of you feel like, oh, this is what I went to college for this moment?
No. I've like been sitting there and thought,
Maybe I shouldn't have cheated so much in college.
how did I get here? I literally lied on my resume, and now I have the job, and I will cry. Like
So Paige and I are working on something which is fun but upsetting for us because we have to work.
no, but literally something was due, and we were like, wait, we forgot to do it.
Finally, my college bestie, my middle school bestie, Jeremy Allen White, who has one too many names, is like flirting with Alexa Demi on Instagram.
Whoa.
I think I've told the Gigglers this.
No, you've never said that.
I went to middle school with Jeremy Allen White. He was in my drama class. We were friends. And then I went to Beacon and he started dating and he got married to the girl at Beacon. And I know her. So I'm basically best friends with Jeremy Allen
So you
White.
basically went to their wedding, you officiated it.
If I saw him in the street, I'd be like, dude. And he'd be like, I don't know who you are.
He'd
No, but,
walk
like,
right by and you'd be like, I don't like
had
this fandom.
2 full
Years.
years in middle school. And like, I feel like that's like,
How tall is he? Put him in your pocket.
well, in middle school, put him in your pocket.
Yeah, okay.
But like, he's a Brooklyn guy.
no,
like, swag.
I'm scared to say that I'm obsessed with him because I don't want something crazy to come out about him.
I know.
But I love him. I think him and Alexa Demi would be such a cool couple.
But I would be so hurt if I was his wife.
Yeah.
And Jeremy, I love you.
and he's in
and
like
he's-
his prime, and now they're getting divorced. I
But
don't love
he's
it.
on Instagram outwardly, like do at least a Tom Brady and like go to a hotel
Yeah.
and try to pretend like you were leaving from different doors.
It's giving like when Chris Pratt and Anna Faris got divorced.
Yeah.
I didn't love that. I don't know why that divorce like really turned me off because I wasn't like a
Just
massive
don't
fan of
publicly
either.
flirt. It's giving
Yeah.
like he's trying to make her jealous. Maybe she cheated on him, people have said.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, she's gorgeous. Like she was like the cool, gorgeous one, but then he blew the fuck up.
Mm.
But I do think
See, I don't trust whenever the guy gets super famous, I feel like it's more like they get divorced, but when the girl gets super famous, like there's no stories of like her leaving.
no guys leave her.
Yeah. And I don't like that.
Lady Gaga.
Jeff Bezos. He sold books and now he runs the world, divorced. You know, she was with him when he sold books. You know, it's like, I don't.
No, it's giving, like, getting every guy.
Could you imagine how many icks she had throughout their marriage?
No, like when a guy's becoming a doctor and.
Right, or like a lawyer and you're putting them through law school.
And he's guys being in school is an ick. Like him being like, I have to study tonight.
Gross.
Like, oh, you have to study? Figure it out. You have to study.
Just know it.
Like him like sitting down trying to like put things into his like fucking balding brain. Like, figure it out. Know it or don't.
Know it or don't. Know it or don't.
Chris is so traumatized.
I'm getting an ick of thinking about guys learning stuff. That's like learning how to do stuff. Someone showing them how to do stuff and them learning it is so disgusting. Why is that so? It makes me. It's just a toddler.
Actually, like thinking of a man reading and
having reading comprehension is an ick.
Seeing a word and then it being processed into their brain. It's like ew. You're literally reading a word one by one into your brain.
Sounding it out. Them sounding out a word. No.
That's just you. I don't think grown men are sounding out. Okay. So anyway, I don't
sound things out
respect
and
when you are in a public relationship, then you like outwardly commenting like fire emojis on other girls' pages. I think it's like,
yeah,
it hurt me.
It's very try hard.
And I'm fine with him doing it. I just feel like hurt for her.
Just like send a DM.
Send a DM. Send a DM like me and Charlie.
Yeah.
Be normal.
Yeah, I agree.
I also have something crazy to say, and I don't know if I don't want to like ruin my source, but I'm not going to ruin my source.
Okay.
But I found out that I know someone who had sex with Army Hammer.
Stop.
Recently.
Stop. And what? What? I was out the other night and I was walking into a restaurant and I thought that I walked in and I saw this like good looking guy to my left. So I like quickly glanced and then in my head I was like, that's Army Hammer. And so then I looked again, it wasn't, but a full cold sweat came over me as if like I was going to get eaten right in the middle of the restaurant.
Though, is like he's just out here in these streets.
No, it's kind of
I think
nuts.
he probably like kind of laughs at the whole situation because it's so insane that it's like funny. Like, does he want to murder them?
I don't know if he wants to murder them, but he's definitely at some point people have said no and he's kept going.
Oh, got it.
Like in sexually and like physically abusive.
Got it.
Not to everyone, but they all have these crazy wild like brainwashing
Does he call
stories.
them certain names?
What do you mean? Like kitten? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, like stuff like that, like little like nicknamey names.
I can't remember from the documentary, but it was basically like he started out with all of them the same way, just like love bombing, bombing, and they were all like, yeah, this guy gets it. I'm amazing. Yeah. And then it turned into controlling, like, no, where are you right now, this second? Like,
do you know what's so funny? I've never been in a relationship where a guy is I've had a guy who's controlling, like calls me all the time, but never like where I'm at.
Yeah. You've never had a guy like show up where you were and you be like, how the fuck did you find me?
Never.
Yeah.
Or I've never had a guy being like, tell me where you are. And I think it's because A, I don't party, so he knows where I am.
Right.
And B, because like I can't be managed.
Right.
Like I think the second a guy shows like a slightly amount of that, I'm not into it. Where some people.
It's also a very terrifying feeling being somewhere and realizing that someone went through certain steps to find out where you were and then showed up and then like is in front of you and you're just like
that's when the relationship is over.
No, we're like, I'll call my dad. Yeah, that's it. I'm leaving. I'm calling my dad and I'm leaving.
I want to be somewhere and I don't want him there and he's there. I'm calling Army Hammer to murder you.
Literally, I'm calling the police.
I'm calling the police.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think controlling relationships feel like he's so obsessed with me and I like that.
Yeah, same.
But I've never had that. I've literally just had a guy who like wouldn't stop calling me and I was like, he's obsessed with me.
Yeah.
But like he actually just wanted to know like that he's
how
still
to read. Because I was like, can you help me with my homework?
No, and it was so time consuming.
Yeah. You're like, this is a noun.
It's also like so much admin to chase a girl down.
Yeah.
I cannot be controlling because I literally cannot keep up with that. Being controlling. Like Des, I remember when we first started.
I'm too sleepy to check your location.
When we first started dating, Des was like, I have a crazy day. Like, I'm going to play golf and volleyball. I'll keep you posted. And I was like,
Yeah.
amazing. And he was calling me, like, telling me where he is. And I was like, I don't want to know this information. I have enough on my plate right now. I don't need to know the score of your volleyball match.
Yeah. Like, Craig could share his location, and I'm not looking.
I get in trouble because Des is like, I told you where I was going to be.
Yeah.
How did you not know?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I don't even fully read their text messages. I'm going to be totally honest. Like, if you send me 4 text messages in a row, I'm not reading them. I'm reading the last one. Grow up.
isn't it funny that we do text in the language that I know that you will comprehend it best? We either do voice notes or a very simple 5 to 8 word texts.
Yeah. I feel like I come off really bitchy in text because I'm just like, okay, yes, no, or I don't respond.
You actually like always respond. to
I'm
me.
nice to you in text messages.
I'm
I
in-
care about you. I like you.
I'm in your top 8
Yeah.
of your phone.
Yes. Am I in yours?
I don't know how to do the top 8. It's too much admin.
No, pinning conversations is such a game changer.
I have to do that.
Yeah, you do.
Have you seen on Netflix, they're like advertising it hardcore, At Home with the Furies?
No.
You know Tommy Fury?
Wait. And Molly May?
Yeah, so they're in it, but it's not about them. It's about his brother who's retired and was one of the greatest boxers of all time. And he's this like crazy character who has a
This
family.
is why, like, I fucking switched I got my own Netflix, and now I'm not even getting, like, offered that when I feel like I'm their child. I'm Bambi's aunt. Like, what?
Wait, this is insane.
No, that's insane.
I almost didn't bring it up because I assumed you already watched it, and
No, I'm literally watching it tonight.
it is so good.
They're like a crazy.
I haven't watched it because I can't watch reality TV.
Aren't they like supposed to, like, it's supposed that they're like in the like Irish mafia?
Yeah, to an extent, but it's
Does Des know the family?
he knows all
Yeah.
about them, but he's not associated with
Right.
it.
Just to preface.
Just putting it out there. So I haven't watched it, but like the promo's fucking insane. She's basically like, he has depression, he has ADHD, he has bipolar. And once we figured that out, I was like, okay, I understand what's going on. And he's like, I want to buy a private jet.
This is his wife saying this?
And they have these really funny accents. I'm not
Yeah.
going to try.
Right.
But she's like, why do you need a private jet?
Yeah.
And he's like, I need a private jet. And she's like, do you really need to buy an island to get a private jet?
Yeah.
And it's like hysterical. And then they have like way too many kids. And then Molly May and Tommy are like involved in the family. And
Wait,
it's,
I can't wait to watch this.
And
That's
she's
who
like-
needs a reality show.
yeah.
Like, they need their own.
It's giving like Kardashians, but like foreign and crazier. And like he actually was this like crazy athlete. Because the wife just makes
How
fun
old
of
is
him.
he?
He's older, Zaddy, for sure, Zaddy.
Like 40s, 50s?
Late 40s, but it's
Okay.
interesting because it's like him trying to have a real life after being this thing. And then he's like, oh, I have to go to, I have a fight. This guy wants to fight me. And she's like, I thought you were retired. And he's like, I am. And then she's like, when's your flight to Iceland? And he's like, tomorrow.
Did you watch the Johnny Manziel one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I actually really, really liked it.
I loved it. Johnny Manziel was like during our college time. Like I
Yeah.
remember people talking about him.
I like don't remember it.
It's actually one of the saddest
It's very
stories of
sad.
sports. Like he was
a freak athlete.
a freak athlete. He was going to be like the greatest of all
He
time.
did no admin.
No admin. But it's also crazy because like it's been like a while, and I always thought he was going to come back, and it's
Yeah.
like hit that point where it's like
He's done.
he's not. Coming
It's really
back.
sad too. It's kind of like he self-sabotaged his whole life. But the things that he would get away with, I was just like, wait, this is
But you know what? He was before his
amazing.
time. So
Yeah.
basically, for people who don't know, Johnny Manziel made his whole college like relevant again. And when a college is relevant in football, that means
They went into like a totally different league because
They
of
went to a
him.
totally different league. They got a total new stadium. They get tons of donor money.
Yep.
They then get like better academically. He basically
He
changed
changed
the
the
whole
whole
school.
town.
And they're making millions of dollars from him. And back
Yep.
in the day, college athletes made $0.
Yep.
But nowadays, there's a rule
he-
that
he-
based on your likeness, you can make money. So what he did, he could
was
have done now.
revolutionary.
But it was
Could have
illegal.
been, yeah.
So he was basically like on the side signing stuff because he wanted to make some money.
He lied and said that his family was like oil money.
Yeah.
Like he just made it up and people
Yeah.
just like believed it.
He just honestly, he had an addiction problem,
Yeah.
and it was never dealt with properly.
He went to Miami one time and it was like game over. You know, it'll get
But
you.
also at the end of the day, like he did incredible things. He didn't work out
You, like,
in
feel
professional
bad
football.
for him.
He wasn't happy anymore, and now he's figuring his life out. But he lived a crazy life. Also, like as someone who is, an athlete,
Yep.
is playing professional sports for 15 years always the happiest time?
Right.
Maybe this wasn't what we was meant to do.
Mm-hmm.
I also watched the other one of Untold about the cheating with steroids.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it just
There's
came
a
out.
lot of sports document. This is a sports podcast.
This is a sports. We're so exhausted.
I'm
right now.
so upset. Like, I have a bone to pick with the NCAA, Them and the FDA can fucking kick rocks as far as I'm
No,
concerned.
Literally.
Anyhow.
So anyway, we love sports. And thank you so much for giggling with us. We have Toronto coming up. We just released more tickets for Toronto. And then Chicago.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We're going back to Chicago.
Yeah, and then where's the third place we're going?
New York City.
New York fucking City.
November 9th.
And then everyone's loving the no notes hat, which we didn't even say this pod. We've been doing it over text though, no notes.
Yeah.
Everything I post, people are saying no notes. It's so funny.
No, I love saying it. And I love saying it to things that I didn't read, like in
Yes.
text messages, and I just say that back.
Just no notes.
Yep.
Obsessed.